that wasn't the second game, and I'm not going to be long this morning. The second game, and I took inventory of several people. The second most popular game that we played as children is house.
House music is a genre of electronic dance music that originated in the American city of Chicago, Illinois in the early 1980s. Club dancers who grew tired of the pop disco hits of the late 1970s began gravitating to cutting-edge beats created by DJs out of drum machines and samples. House was initially popularized in the 1980s discotheques, catering to African Americans and Latinos in Chicago circa 1984. And then in other locations such as New York City, New Jersey, Toronto, Montreal, London, Detroit, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Miami. Early house music was generally dance-based music categorized by repetitive 4x4 beats and rhythms centered around drum machines, offbeat hi-hat cymbals, and synthesized bass lines. While house displayed several characteristics similar to disco music, it was more electronic and minimalistic, and the structured music focused around a repetitive rhythm was more important than the song itself. House music today, while keeping several of these core elements, notably the prominent kick drum on every beat, varies a lot in style and influence, ranging from the soulful and atmospheric deep house to the more minimalistic micro house. House music has also fused with several other genres, creating fusion subgenres such as Euro house and tech house. House music was birthed in The Warehouse, or The House as it was called for short, a nightclub that was established in Chicago in 1977 under the direction of Robert Williams. The Warehouse was patronized primarily by gay, black, and Latino men who came to dance to disco music played by the club's resident DJ, Frankie Knuckles. Frankie Knuckles, its first musical director, turned the Warehouse into what many consider to be the birthplace and heart of house music. From the beginning, the house dance scene embodied themes of unity and liberation. The Warehouse in particular was a place where people from diverse backgrounds and sexual orientations came together to dance, resulting in a cross-cultural mix of salsa, tap, African, jazz, hip-hop, hustle, capoeira, and other forms. This fusion of styles, unified by the spiritually uplifting house music message, ultimately became the new art form of house dance, with popular moves like voguing becoming tokens. House dance and house music had an influence of relaying political messages to its LGBT listeners who were considered to be outcasts in society. It appealed to those who did not fit into mainstream American way, and was especially celebrated by black and Latino males. Frankie Knuckles made a great comparison of house, saying it was like, quote, church for people who have fallen from grace. It seemed that social freedom was a crucial ingredient to the success of house music in the LGBT community. If America would not accept you as an LGBT black man, then the Warehouse would, and inside those walls one could dance and be as free and liberated as one chose to be. In essence, as quoted by a popular Baltimore club mix, you can dance your pain away. Gay music in general is often associated with styles of dance music, says author Jodi Taylor. She argues that for scene participants, house music provides a temporary means of escape and forms a key aspect of the way the queer scene identifies itself. In her book Queer Noises, another author, Jane Gill, agrees that, quote, the dance floor has always been a holy place in the gay community. Brian Currid, another author, asserts that house music can be read in part as a narrative for the gay community and its solidarity through time and space. Another author, Frank Dyer, proposes that the embodiment afforded by house dance performity provides validation of a queer identity. The 1990s additionally saw the rise in mainstream U.S. popularity for house music. Pop recording artist Madonna released her hit single Vogue in 1990, which became an international hit and topped the U.S. charts. This single is accredited as bringing house music mainstream. In such a way, mainstream pop, radio-friendly house music, also known as house pop, grew in popularity throughout the decade. However, what do Americans think of house music nowadays? I was unsure of the answer and thus interviewed 4 individuals about what they think house music is. Of course, the first question I asked was, what is house music?
House music is what people listen to while they're at home.
Are there a particular kind of people that you think listen to house music?
I think like younger people, like high school and like college students.
Young people who definitely like to dance, like to party, probably be in the spotlight. Very fun sort of people. Drug users as well, possibly. And yeah.
I think Guidos and Biddies listen to house music.
Now, do you think that you'd be comfortable at a house party, a party with lots of house music?
I would feel pretty comfortable, I guess, because it's good to dance too.
And where do you think this type of party, house party, would happen? On a boat, in a field, on a plane, in a city, in a village?
Usually like in a city, because I feel like people like in cities like have like good music taste, and like, or like at like a music festival, like at Alta or something.
I think it would probably be at like a frat house, or really just like any like big house party, or like a rave or something.
Probably in a major city. In a lot of school settings, like college settings, I think. And raves.
Sweet. And if you could pick 3 words to describe house music in a nutshell, what would they be?
Probably loud, fun, and crazy.
Like loud and like douchey and electronic.
And after listening to these different perceptions of house music by my friends and family, I wondered, do these perceptions befit the reality of the history that I've researched on house music thus far? As it would seem, house music is perceived in a variety of different ways. While some of my interviewees only thought house music was music you play in the house, others thought that house music was the anthem for New Jersey's quote, Guidos and Biddies. However, it seems that a majority of my interviewees did agree that house music is dance music. It's fun, it's loud, and it's easy to groove to. In its beginnings, house music centered around dance and performance, specifically, quote, performance through the ambivalent positioning of the black queer as a disco diva, as noted by Susanna Loza, author of Sampling Heterosexuality. House music venues like the Warehouse were stages on which the LGBT community could express themselves through dance, cross-dressing, and extravagant dance moves in an attempt to reconcile the anti-gay American society of the 1970s and 80s. In essence, house music and house dance was used as an expressive tool by the minority gay community to express themselves how they wished in a gay-friendly environment. Today, it would seem that this message has been replaced. As house music has spread across America and across the globe, it has gained popularity and subsequently is no longer, quote, owned by the LGBT community as it used to be. From frat houses on Locust Walk to electronic rave scenes in Ibiza, house music has shifted from a gay thing, according to my interviewees, to a loud, fun dance thing. Whether this is for better or worse, the LGBT community can definitely be proud of the mark it has made on the world with house music.